Good morning, and it is a very special Monday morning, but because it is Christmas morning or Christmas afternoon or maybe Christmas Eve, wherever you are watching from. Of course, I am Ask Mary Ellen, and this is Miracles with Mary Ellen, a very special edition today because I'm going to be speaking about how big is God. Wow. Any time of the year is a good time to speak about God. Yet, especially during the holiday season, because we have so many holidays, whether it's the Christian holiday of the birth of Jesus Christ, or we have the Jewish holiday of the miracle of the oil lasting in the lamp so much longer than it was supposed to. So that signifies hope, and that is a miracle in itself. And then we have different miracles celebrated throughout Kwanzaa and other religions. So today I thought I would speak about God. Why not? As a little girl, I carried around a mental picture of God. Now, it probably came from one of the Sunday school books that I would read, and I didn't question it till I got much older. And the picture was of a very large man. He was a male, and this was God, and he was sitting in a throne in the clouds in heaven, and he was wearing a crown, not a crown of thorns, but a king's crown. And he was holding a very large scepter. Now, he was always sitting very erect, and he didn't smile and he didn't frown. He always was very stoic, no expression. This was a very scary picture of supposedly loving God, especially for a very little girl. So I was not about to get this God mad at me. I always tried to be as good as I could be. Of course, I have some errors in through there. Many humans have a picture of God in human form, so we can understand this higher power that guides us. After studying and reading many different religious texts, I came to understand that God is one. There's not two. There's not God and you. There's not God and Mary Ellen. There's God in you. There's God in Mary Ellen. There's God in every living thing on this planet. And this higher power, this energy source, this universal power, whatever you want to call God, guides every single choice you make when you listen. Yet how many times when someone is speaking, what aren't we doing? We're not listening. And this following inspirational story is a really good story about explaining how big is God, or what is the size of God. A boy once asked his father, "Dad, what is the size of God?" My father looked up at the sky, kind of asking for God's help. And the father saw an airplane way up in the sky. And he asked his son, "What is the size of that plane?" The boy looked up and replied, "Wow, it's very small. I can hardly see it." Now, this wasn't quite the answer the father was going for. So he took his son to the airport, and he found the biggest jumbo jet he could find. And he walked his son out next to it. And then he asked his son, "Okay, now my son, how big is this plane?" And then the boy widened his eyes and looked at his father. He said, "Wow, Dad, it is huge." And then the father got down at the boy's eyesight, so they were eye to eye. And the father said, "God's size depends on how close or far away you are to him. The closer you are to him, the greater and greater he will be in your life. Believe, have faith, and keep God close in your heart. And he will bring abundance and make your choices correct. And he will be greater, and his power will be greater and greater and greater in your life." Of course, the moral of this story is, and I'm going to ask you the question, how close are you to God? Are you far away, or do you want to be closer? Do you believe in his son, Jesus Christ? Do you have faith or do you doubt? You know, there are times when I'm far away, really close to God, when I'm listening to His truths and He's helping me to write. Yet there are times when I pull away from God and I'm far away and I'm thinking, God, why? Why am I still doing this? You know, we all of us humans, don't we love that why? Get rid of why. So have faith. Quit doubting yourself. God accepts all of us. God is love. God is good. God is within you and you and you and everyone watching and every living thing in this planet, including Mary Ellen. So go to askmaryellen.com for more blogs, more inspiration, and I'll be back on Monday with another Miracles of Mary Ellen episode. And until then, have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever religious holiday or peaceful day you are celebrating on this spectacular day. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.